Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Georgia and this
is Gabby!
So yeah, we're back and round to go, aren't we, Gabby?
Yes.
I haven't filmed a reaction for a month. A whole month. It's been ages. I haven't been able to film because I haven't had a camera, but now I finally have a camera back. And so yeah, we thought we'd film today.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. I want to come back to it. So yeah, today we are going back to someone we have probably reacted to many times now, and I definitely know I have. But yeah,
just a staple of the channel.
Yeah. But today we are reacting to George Carlin because we like George Carlin. He's funny. He's just a classic. And I found where he's like more younger because I feel like now I'm getting more into him like when he's young rather than when he's old. So I thought, you know what, we're gonna go into some young ones. Yeah. That's it.
George through the ages.
George through the ages. But we're reacting to Uncalled Rules. And I assume it's about rules or something.
What gives you that clue?
I don't know. I really went out for myself, you know. But yeah. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's go on with the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for George.
Such a long slide, though.
Time for George.
Hi, y'all. How you doing? One of the things that kids have to put up with is rules. They're not as bad as laws because they don't really throw you in the slammer on rules, and they're not always written down somewhere. They're just rules. I was never very good at them. Well, I was good at breaking them. But outside of that, I wasn't too good with rules. I just didn't think they all made sense. Some of them seemed awfully dumb to me, rather arbitrary rules. Some of them are good. There were some good.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like when you're the one breaking them, you're always going to think they're dumb. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because the person who made it, they're like, this makes so much sense. But I guess when you're breaking it, it's just like, yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's your way. I think it's probably a way of like not feeling bad that you're breaking the rules because you're just like, that's dumb anyway.
It's a stupid rule anyway, and I don't care.
Some of them seemed awfully dumb to me, rather arbitrary rules. Some of them are good. There were some good rules, no question. No running with the scissors. That was one I never disobeyed. Made sense to me. This will go right through me. What are you doing? I'm not running with the scissors. I was always sure of that. Another smart, good rule I thought was no sticking your head out of the high-speed railroad train window. Hey, Dad, good rule. Doesn't want us to get our heads cut off. But they weren't all that good. Some of them were kind of dopey. Things like no singing at the table. What? No singing at the table? Why?
Yeah, why?
One guy with a bad voice screwed it up for everybody else 100 years ago. No singing at the table. Why not? 'Cause I said so. I was always a...
Everyone hates that saying.
Because I said so.
Because I said so. Because it's just like annoying. Because you're generally asking like, why can't I do that? Like, why can't I sing at the table? And you're looking for like a good response as to why you can't sing at the table. And it's just because I said so. And then you just get defensive because you're like, well, that's just stupid. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, it is a stupid rule if you can't give a good reason for why it isn't a stupid rule. You know, because why can't you sing at the table? It's like in school they say you can't talk. It's like, why not? Why can't I talk? You know, I'm just trying to.
But then
have
they
a
usually
chat.
wouldn't say because I said so. They say because you're like disrupting the lesson.
And you're just like, whatever.
Oh yeah, well, it's a stupid rule.
It's just stupid anyway. No, that's the thing in school though. I feel like I'm not terrible at breaking rules. I just like to chat. So as everyone probably watching knows, you know, we love a ramble. So do you though.
Yeah,
so I feel like
do.
we balance each other out. But I'm just like, I would go there, alright, and I would literally whisper. But they were looking, because I was like known as the chatty one. I would literally breathe too loud and they'd be like, get out. And I'd be like, what? I haven't done anything. And I feel like I always got more trouble about chatting than everybody else did. And that's why the rule was unfair.
Because you're like looking at it from your point of view, so it just feels like it's on you.
It's on me. But that just, him saying that just reminds me of like what teachers do as well. It's a thing of like, because I'm the authority and because I said so and because I'm the teacher and you're the student, and I just stood there like, whatever. Because in my humble opinion, right, I think that just because someone's older than you, like, you know, your teachers or whoever, or not even just teachers, anyone who's older than you, doesn't mean you're correct.
All about respect, isn't it?
It's like, just because you're 30 years older doesn't mean that you know, you're right about this one thing, you know? And it's just because I said so. And it's like, well, I'm right then because you can't give a good reason. But yeah, see, that's true, Gabby. See, we ramble because we haven't done this in a while. So we're like, let's just chat for England. Yeah. Off we go. Right. Actually, no, we're 1 minute in. We only just spoke for at least like 2 minutes. So I think we're fine.
It's fine.
No singing at the table. Why not? Because I said so. That was always a sign of a dumb rule. Because I said so. You could scream your head off at the table. That wasn't mentioned. Not in the rule. You could stand right near the table all during dinner and sing your head off. I'm standing near the table during dinner and I'm singing, and it isn't even covered by your roof. Sit down, you. That was your middle name, you. Another form of torture kids had to put up with verbal cliches, lazy language on their parents' part. Parents have a way of saying the same thing the same way all the time. Well, I guess if you're going to have to tell somebody something 1,800 times a day, no sense in trying to involve your imagination in it. Say it over and over. Get down off there! You want to break your neck? Get down! You'll break your neck! You'll break his neck of the tip here. Come over here. I'll break your neck if I see you. And pick up these toys. I nearly broke my neck coming in. That was the only injury I ever heard about. It's the only injury they ever mentioned. The worst one, broken neck. They never mentioned anything you might get. Get down off there, you'll sprain that ankle. Broken neck. And we never had them in my neighborhood. I never saw one. They just didn't happen. I wondered what they looked like, man. Wow. I wondered, where do you put the sling? That's why. I couldn't figure it out. You gotta hold it yourself.
No, that's the thing that when... No, honestly, sometimes people have commented about my pauses sometimes, like the things that I pause on the way they look.
That's quite the thing.
But that's the thing, like, when you're young, I feel like you don't think about these things. Like when you're climbing a tree or like you're doing something that like, and they're generally concerned like, no, don't do that, you can hurt yourself. But you're just thinking they're trying to like kill your fun, you know? And so you're just like, leave me alone.
No, I think it's because there's a thing about like, as you get older and like you learn more fear because you're learning about like the consequences. But when you're young, you don't think. You're just like, woo, up the tree.
Yeah. And you just think your mum's trying to stop you from having fun. So you're just like,
you're at the top of the tree like, why do I have to come down there? I like it up here.
Fine. I can get down. If I got up, I can get down, you know? And I'm just like, but that's just how it is when you're young. You just have no fear.
Yeah.
To be fair though, I wish I can go back to that. Just and like just do crazy like rebel things and just not care.
But then I guess it's like
more
you could die. Because it's like at least when you're small, like you can't reach a lot of dangerous
things. I'm not as agile anymore, so
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it. I went up the stairs and I'm like, I'd climb a tree and honestly, and things
I don't have the arm strength anymore. No. I used to have so much arm strength as a child.
I had so much energy, and now I'm just like, I can't be asked. I can't be. Even if I want to climb the tree, I can't be asked to climb the tree.
I can't pull myself up there anymore.
Oh.
Where do you put the sling? That's why. I couldn't figure it out. You gotta hold it yourself. I broke my neck. I know. Would you hold this for a minute? Thank you. Okay. The only other injury there ever was, the only injury besides that was a delightful little thing called putting someone's eye out. Put that stick away! Put that stick down! You want to put somebody's eye out?
Yeah.
But we had answers for the cliches. We kids, we had answers for them. We didn't get to deliver them. Well, no sense getting beat up 14 times a day. We had answers for every cliche they had. Didn't matter what it was. Don't you understand English? Not fully, no. How many times do I have to tell you? 6. Oh, Ma, I thought you were looking for information. Don't talk back to me. Huh?
Oh my god, I would get that 24/7 in school. They say don't talk back to me, right? One time a teacher said it to me and I was like, oh, I'm responding to you, because she actively asked me a question while she was having a go at me, and I responded thinking she was just asking me a question, and she was like, don't answer back to me, and I was like, I was responding to you because you spoke to me. But they literally treat you like you're being so mean.
That's how a conversation works. And so I'm like,
what am I supposed to do? They just stand here in silence. Like, is that what you want me to do? Just because, like, when you're young, you know, when I was young in school, they would shout in my face, and I would be like, bro, I'm like, leave me alone. Because if you actually think back, it's just like a grown adult just shouting at you. And yeah, you're messing around with their lesson, you're doing this, you're doing that. But to literally shout at you like, don't answer back to me, and you're just sitting there like, okay. But honestly, the amount of times I would get that and I'd be like, I'm responding to you. I'm not answering back. I'm like, it can be called answering back, but I'm just responding.
Would you get more of the answering back comments when you were trying to explain?
There she goes again. Wow, where did she get it? But yeah. It's such a school thing, isn't it? A lot of these. Like, you get it from your parents, but from your parents it's like, fair enough, they're your parents. But from a teacher I'd be like, you're my teacher. Like, I don't care.
Don't talk back to me. Huh? You're teaching me a language, aren't you? You're telling me no more practicing? You just wait until your father gets home. Oh, great. That dude never comes home. Thanks, man. And then they would tell you to go to your room, as though it were a negative experience. But why did they give you the room in the first place, if it's such a bad spot? Go to your room! Hey, that's where all my stuff is!
So yeah, I think that's the end of that one.
Yeah.
I quite like him. I like his old ones. I feel like they're more like short, simple, but like funny ones that you can relate to. Yeah, I just think he's like, I just like the short and simple ones because it's relatable, it's funny, it's chill. I can ramble as long as I want. You know? But yeah, did you enjoy it, Gabby?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. It is that relatable humour that's like,
yeah,
everyone's had a parent or a teacher say like, because I said so, and you're like,
and you're just like, whatever, dude. And you come back with like some smart ass response. But yeah, that was our reaction to George Carlin Rules 1976. Said that in the title. So yeah. But yeah, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please turn on the notification bell.